Okay, hey guys, it's the Horrible Game Goddess. Now this is actually the third time I've tried to record the second episode of the council. There's been like some really bizarre happenings going on with my internet connection and the PSN servers. It's just been crazy. I tried to broadcast a couple of times earlier and it just kept lagging me out and disconnecting the audio from the video, and it was just driving me insane because it's never happened to me before. So I'm like super nervous about this because I'm not sure if it's something that I have to kind of wait it out for everything to go back to normal, or if there's like a patch that needs to be done, or if, it's just like my router is just, kind of being a dick. I don't really have a way of knowing this because I've kind of tested different methods, and, I just don't know. I wanted to cry because the first couple videos, I had, more views than usual. Usually I only have a couple. And this particular time, I actually had like up to 5. And I was so pressed for those little 5 views because I had just started. And so it was like just hella embarrassing when like everything just lagged away. But I'm gonna try again. I'm trying not to let that stop me from doing what I need to do. I'm gonna go ahead and try to jump into this, and I would hate to have to restart from the very beginning of the second episode because I did actually kind of get into it a little, but I'm gonna see just like what happens here. Let's just go ahead and try this. Okay, great. I'm happy that it's working better. I actually didn't invite too many people to the stream this time because I wanted to just test it to make sure it would actually work. So, so far so good. I'm keeping my fingers crossed because this game is getting on my damn nerves. Like, I really want to get this done. Starting to get a little strenuous. Alright, so, from where we left off, what was happening was that we were told that Elizabeth Adams was stabbed 9 times, and right now we've been given the responsibility from Lord Mortimer to try to figure out who killed her and why. So we're actually investigating some of the guest rooms to try and see if we can find any clues.
Dear friend, please come and join us. We must meet about the ongoing operations in Paris. A boat will be waiting for you in Calais and will take you to Dover in England. From there, a carriage will take you to the port of Tintagel, where a frigate will be waiting for you and other guests, so you can meet up with me on my island as quickly as possible. I await your arrival. Lord William Mortimer.
Okay, so that was a pretty long note. Let's see. The interesting thing, though, I must admit, is the first episode of this game was not laggy or glitchy at all. But I must admit that the second episode of this game, it does play a little bit slower, and it does have a slight lag to it. You guys probably can't hear it, but when I'm playing it, when I make certain movements, it'll kind of be like a little low buzzing sound out here, almost like the stuttering or delay effect. So yeah, I really think that it could be just something going on with this game too. Maybe it's a little buggy since this episode just came out.
The Massacre of the Innocents by Rubens. A bit gloomy. Guess my room is not that bad.
Let's talk to this jackass here.
All right. Have you finished?
Not quite. I'd like you to answer a few questions. I'd like to talk about the letter you're writing. What woman is it addressed to?
Who says it's a woman? I'm not saying any more. There's no point you insisting. All right. Have you finished?
Not quite. I'd like you to answer a few questions.
Do you enjoy hitting women? Well, obviously he does, because this jackass was hitting the hell out of Elizabeth Adams earlier in the game. Now, do you really want to ask the killer if they killed a person? Of course, they're gonna be sarcastic. So, yeah. But, oh shit, I fucked up.
You having a go at Miss Adams. What happened? Did you want to give her another beating?
Oh shit.
She wouldn't let you push her around again.
I shouldn't have did that. It ate up so many effort points.
What happened? And here you are, carping away. You think you're investigator of the year? Have you taken a look at yourself, Dorisha?
Didn't you get enough beating her black and blue the last time?
I did not.
Shit, that's gonna eat up all my effort points. But
Why?
Nothing. Get away from me.
Just as soon as you stop treating me like I'm an idiot. If you wanted people to think you were guilty, you couldn't have done any better. So cut the bullshit and come clean now.
I can't! He'll come for revenge.
Who?
No one! Just shut your trap, goddammit! Yes, I was there. Yes, I walked in her blood. You've got all you need to wrap it up. Now scram!
Okay, so let's go to somebody else's room and do some more detective work. I was actually thinking about doing a horror game next, guys. Maybe like The Bunker or The Park or something. I don't know. I want to do something. I would have done Emily Wants to Play, but I am terrified of dolls. I really am, and I don't think I can handle it. If I have a co-host or somebody with me, possibly I can handle it because, you know, I have somebody to talk to, but me in general, I'm just terrified of like dolls and ventriloquists and puppets and like weird ass stuff like that. I can't.
The Prince by Machiavelli. A perfect read for anyone with a surfeit of ambition. That might come in handy.
Friday the 13th. I was actually considering that. I was looking at a little gameplay of it. It looked cool. Now, Resident Evil. Yeah, I kind of threw the controller playing Resident Evil 7.
We're in my room, and he gets victory after victory.
Yeah, I was terrified. Res 7, it just was like a whole nother level of horror for me. I played Revelations 2 and I was fine, and I played Resident Evil 5 and a little bit of 6, but yeah, 7, it legit scared the hell out of me. Like I threw my controller all the way across the room.
Bicorn decorated with a cockade. It must belong to a French soldier. It's a beautiful weapon. Lovely damask blade. It's marked with the initials of the manufacturer in Versailles.
My dear son, I'm writing to implore you to act quickly. The situation is rapidly worsening here. Paoli continues to steer our motherland, Corsica, toward open warfare between France and England. His men are everywhere. We are obliged to go into hiding and are unable to remain in the same place for more than 2 days. I wouldn't be surprised if they targeted us. Make haste, my son. You hold our destiny in your hands. Your loving mother, Maria Letizia Bonaparte.
Yeah, I've been looking into the VR. I might actually do that. I'm not sure. You know, I I'm kind of picky when it comes down to certain games or whatever. So like if I don't see like too many games that interest me on a particular type of system, then I usually won't get it. But I might actually get the VR. I might.
French actor Talma is Nero in Britannicus, the last emperor of the Caesar dynasty.
It is like 5:39 in the morning right now. What am I doing? I should be sleeping. Oh my gosh.
Vercingetorix throws down his arms at the feet of Julius Caesar by Royer, two great army chiefs. There's just one holster in Bonaparte's gear, and the pistol is missing. On the other hand, his cleaning equipment is in mint condition. That's typical of the soldier in him.
My dear Napoleon, as previously agreed, I would like to ask you to join us in January on my island to participate in the High Society meeting organized for the occasion. We shall be able to continue our discussion about our project for a new order for France. I have a proposition to make to you concerning your wish to put a strong leader at the head of France. I trust you to be discreet as to your coming. See you soon. Lord William Mortimer.
Okay. I'm trying not to backtrack too much. Some of these clues I probably did find before my broadcast had like lagged out, but I just want to make sure I don't forget anything. Can I go outside? No? Okay. Did I come over here? Nope. Collector coins. Could always use those. I'm excited to try the full version of Detroit. I completed the demo on my channel, and I really wanna play the full game. So I'm gonna be purchasing that soon, guys.
Monsieur de Richet, please be quick. We are both very busy.
Someone saw you not far from the victim's room. Can you tell me what you were doing exactly, please?
I can tell you that someone is an idiot. I wanted to warn her to be careful. You see, on the night of my arrival, I saw someone leaving her room in haste, and I wanted to speak to her, to warn her. Unfortunately, the young lady slipped through my fingers each time. Now I know why. She had every reason to be worried. What an idiot I was not to insist. I could have helped her.
Were you able to recognize the prowler?
Unfortunately not, no. It was dark, and Lord Mortimer was waiting for me. I was not really paying attention anyway.
Excuse me for insisting, but if you saw him or her, I'm sure you would have more information than that. It's just that you don't think it can be of help to me.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Was it a woman, for instance? Bearing in mind that all the women here wear whalebone dresses, which is rather noticeable.
A man, I should say. I don't recall seeing the silhouette of a dress.
You see, you saw many things, in fact.
Hang on. Laissez-moi réfléchir. Let me think a minute.
A wig? His height? The sound of his footsteps, maybe.
Ah, his height. Oui, somewhat imposing. A tall man, and straight. As for the rest, I don't know, Monsieur de Richet.
Not to worry. That's already quite a lot. Thank you for everything. Did you hear about young Elizabeth?
Indeed, it is deeply regrettable.
Lord Mortimer asked me to...
I know. You no doubt want to know my alibi. I spent the night downstairs playing cards.
Hi. Anything happen out of the ordinary?
Can you tell me who was present at the game, please?
Well, there were Lord Mortimer, President Washington, and Sir Gregory.
Thank you.
Ah, and His Eminence Piaget as well. Excuse me, I nearly forgot him. Poor soul.
Did any of you leave during the game?
Not that I know of, monsieur. I didn't exactly spend my time noting the other guests' comings and goings, but I don't think so.
Thank you. What time did the game end?
I can't say exactly. As for me, I must have stayed until midnight. I was exhausted, couldn't think straight, so I preferred to go up to bed.
On your way up to bed, did you notice anything out of the ordinary?
No, not in the least. The whole manor was sound asleep.
Not really. No.
Let's see. Did anything happen out of the ordinary? Who was... Shit, I can't even remember if I hit this already. That might have been what I just asked. I know I asked them until what time, and did anyone leave early? I don't know.
Did you notice anything unusual during the evening?
Nothing at all, except the luck of the devil of Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory at cards.
Did they win much?
Oh la la, monsieur, they cleaned us out more like. But I plan on getting it all back before
Thank
we leave.
you. Okay, so this guy is almost useless. Let's
Exactly.
see.
Thanks again for all your answers. Good day.
Okay, so we've interrogated our second person. We still need to actually find Elizabeth's body and check it to see some clues as well. Let's see. Gosh. Yeah, I'm so like interested in seeing where this game goes with everything. It is a little tough for me at certain moments, I must admit, because I am recovering from a head injury that I received at work last week. So, you know, I'm a little foggy on some of this game, but I'm trying. Whoa, look at this room. This is awesome. Like, this is really nice. It makes me want to play The Sims, and I've been saying that. I swear I say that every single time I come into a nice looking room. I'm always like, yeah, I want to play The Sims so I can build this.
King George III in coronation robes. Nice touch for the room of an English duchess. Tending children at the orphanage in Harlem. I find it a little hard to understand this painting choice.
Yeah, this is vintage glamour here. I like this. This is nice. Alright.
I received your last letter. Unfortunately, the Crown informed the Golden Order that our mission should under no circumstances hamper Sir Gregory's plans. Decidedly, they have support from the highest level in Buckingham Palace. So here we both are, hands and feet tied, and little room to maneuver. Keep me abreast of events. Our mission is becoming more complicated. Yours, E. T.S. The French chapter of the Order doesn't appear to know anything about the arrival of our friend Sarah. I therefore cannot comment on it. However, my guess is that she has come here for personal reasons.
Okay. Can we go outside of her room? No. Okay. So it looks like all these rooms we can't exactly... I feel like I might be missing something. Let me just make sure. I think we already looked at this. Yeah, we did. It's too late for this shit, guys. It's so late. I should be sleeping. That's why I'm a little rusty too. Okay.
A letter from William Pitt the Younger, addressed to Emily. He's the present Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Emily has indeed some powerful backers. 2 coils circle the lock.
Oh. Well. Yeah.
Dear Gregory, thank you for the information. I've managed to find out about the names you gave me. George Washington is a man you can trust. In spite of his obvious talent for politics, he has remained upright and honest. On the other hand, as you may well know, he is already doing business with Lord Mortimer. It will be more difficult to approach him. Napoleon Bonaparte was unknown to me until today. He's a passionate young French soldier for whom Mortimer predicts a promising future. Take heed. He is a man of conviction, which to my mind makes him potentially dangerous. As for Sarah de Richet, what more is there to say? You already know each other. She was apparently invited by Lord Mortimer about an ongoing matter in Paris that concerns a receiver in stolen art. See you soon. Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Right. I've retrieved everything.
There's so many letters in this game, I can't even begin. Like, it's just so many. You come across them all the time. And, yeah, because this is a Victorian style game, so back then that's how they communicated. They used letters. And, right now we're gonna go talk to this, sexy lady. Not liking the hair, but everything else is alright. Alright.
What can I do for you, Louis?
I've come to see you about last night's tragedy. Did you hear anything about what happened to Elizabeth?
Yes, we all did. Rumors spread quickly, you know. How awful. I didn't know her well, but I hope at least the poor thing didn't suffer too much.
Elizabeth was stabbed 9 times. No doubt she suffered greatly.
9 times? What monster is capable of such a horrible thing? Do you know what happened exactly?
In fact, Lord Mortimer has asked me to look into this case, Emily.
Really? Are you Lord Mortimer's simp now?
I'm doing it for Elizabeth, not to please Mortimer.
Good for you. Quite right, too. Have you found out anything?
Did you and Elizabeth get to know each other?
I must admit, Louis, I didn't take much interest in her. I feel a bit guilty about it, but I never actually spoke to her. She seemed burdened by her problems, and as she wasn't invited to the conference, I didn't really seek her out.
I'm now interviewing all the guests to establish the alibis for each person. Just so that I can cross you off the list of suspects, can you tell me what you were doing on the night of the murder?
Am I given to understand that I'm on the list of suspects?
Don't take it the wrong way, but I must consider every possibility.
Well, if you absolutely wanted to be sure of my activities that evening, you only had to join me, you know.
I know, Emily. Especially since I couldn't prevent the murder, even though I spent part of the evening with Elizabeth.
You're sure it's not too hard to bear for you?
The fact is, I don't have a choice. But I will find the murderer. I owe Elizabeth that, at least. I won't keep you, Emily. Thank you for answering my questions.
See you, Louis.
Yeah, he is kind of like a Edward Scissorhands style looking steampunky character. Yeah, she's actually about, I guess you could say, the hottest female character in the game. The Duchess that we just talked to. I have to, you know, just, yeah. Out of everything else that I've seen in this game, she's the best looking. Everything else is just like downright hideous. At least she has nice boobs. Okay, let's get out of here. Yeah. Her hair is a little scary though. It's like so tall. I don't even know if this is the right way. I'm just kind of like, no it is not, because we've already been this way. So let me try going this way. I think this was her room. Yeah. Who the hell is that? Oh, you can't go in there. Okay. Amazing architecture at its finest.
Huh, that's me.
I'm sorry guys that I'm like just running around. I really don't know where I'm going. I just kind of run until I run into where I'm supposed to go. I'm guessing at this. Ooh. Find a picture. Which one was it? Am I missing something? To the right? Okay, a picture. So yeah, I'm kind of like not the best at directions. Oh my gosh. I've ran around and I feel like I still missed it. I was told that there's like a chest somewhere that I passed. Oh my gosh, you're just kidding me? Alright, that's fine too. I tried. Who the hell are you? Oh, I remember you. You're the snooty rich guy that was at the table.
Good day, Monsieur de Richet.
Mr. Volner, are you looking for anything in particular? Next to Elizabeth's room?
No, nothing special.
I'd have thought this is not really the shortest way to get to your suite.
Yes, I wasn't really looking where I was going. I shall leave you now, sir. I will return to my room.
What the fuck? Oh, he was sketchy as hell, guys. He is so fucking sketchy. I can't even like go back and talk to him. I just had to watch him walk away. I had more questions. I don't like that he got to just walk away from me like that. I deserve answers. Ooh, can somebody say ritual? Look at this. Alright, so we got some blood here. That's always nice, right? Get a little gore.
A chest with a half circle pattern. An untutored hand copied these notes. looks like a healing method. Well, that's a pity. The writing is barely legible.
Oh shit. Look at me. I'm all distracted here and I just realized we only got one effort point left. I can't even read these damn notes. Okay. Oh shit. What did I do? Oh, okay. I hope there's some more in here. Don't worry, I'm gonna look. Oh my gosh, he scared me.
My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned on the first Sunday of May. I've been told that you're no better, and, unfortunately, your brothers and I are absolutely snowed under by the work required to govern this new country. Please excuse us. As soon as we can get free, even if it's just for a day, I promise we shall come and see you. Your loving father, John Adams. P.S. Don't hold it against your mother if she still isn't ready. Please don't judge her. I'm sure you'll be able to put all of this behind you one day.
Ew, look at that. Like, just all this weirdness on the walls. Oh gosh. Oh, look at her eyes. Oh my gosh. She is like beyond dead, guys. She's like dead with no soul. Ugh. So where are we starting? Oh gosh, not with the close-up. Alright, so she was stabbed 9 times. And now we're examining the body. I feel like we should start at her head for some reason, just because there's blood coming out of her mouth. Like, let's see. Oh yeah, there's plenty of occult stuff going on here.
The only clue is a scar from a previous craniectomy. Poor Elizabeth, she must have been very young when she went through all that. That's torture. She also has old scars around the neck, maybe mutilations.
Yeah. Yuck.
She bled from the nose. What a strange smell. Her breath smells of alcohol and of laudanum. We'll use it to relieve pain. I count no fewer than 9 wounds on the thorax with a lot of blood. At first sight, I'd say that's what caused her death. Wounds are clean and look like they've been inflicted by a sharp object. Some of the lacerations have damaged vital organs. The heart, the right lung, which is perforated. Most of them weren't given with much force. She might even have survived. But the stab in the heart, though not all that deep, sealed her fate.
Yeah.
Some of these tattoos are veritable works of... What's that? The skin between her breasts is different. Bloody hell! This tattoo was drawn on a page of leather and stitched onto her skin. Probably during childhood. If the scars are anything to go by. It's the same kind of tattoo as on the rest of her body.
Oh gosh, yeah. This is like one of those moments where you have to kind of catch your breath and just absorb everything, like what you're actually seeing. Luckily, I have a strong stomach, so blood doesn't exactly make me sick. It might look a little icky, but I don't know. I'm kind of into horror stuff anyway, naturally, so I can deal with it. Let's examine her arms.
Numerous marks on the body. She must have fought like a lion. It couldn't have happened without a lot of noise. There are also a number of old scars.
The meaning of scarring? Are you kidding me? Analyze the scars, examine the size, blah blah, whatever.
Scars are superficial and were made several years ago. She wasn't trying to take her own life.
Are these tattoos different? I don't think they are. What the fuck is this? Sigillum. I'm not even gonna do all that. I don't know what that is. Okay.
Ancient Greek. Let's see what it means. These are sacred chants intended to protect their bearer. But from whom? Or from what? No wounds, but blood on the right hand. Nothing on the left except that tattooed symbol. This pinnacle's a trap. The wearers of the pinnacle thought that they were protected from evil by surrounding it inside the different circles of the pinnacle. Blood, but no trace of blows on the legs.
Okay, now I'm not gonna lie, the blood on her legs is a little eerie, only because, I mean, yeah, I'm a female and I'm looking at that in a whole nother way, like something totally different could have happened to lead to like that blood coming down her legs, but I'm gonna assume it's just because she was stabbed in the chest and it just ran down. We're not gonna go all down in between her stuff and be all like, yeah, all up in that. It's definitely possible there was a sexual assault because she she would have been like, and I didn't mean to laugh about like the sexual assault. I actually got like a funny message, but anyway, like, yeah, it's possible it could have been a sexual assault, but we haven't really seen anything to suggest that other than just this, and we have barely any effort points left. Sheesh. If we had more effort points, I would definitely go for this, but let's just look at the tattoos.
More tattoos? Similar to those on the rest of her body.
Alright, okay. Oh, shit. How did I walk past the murder weapon?
The lower part of the handle is unsullied by blood. The murderer gripped the weapon so tight that there's no blood where he held it. The handprint indicates a small and slender hand. The blade is short and thin. Well sharpened, apparently. It's covered in blood. Still fresh.
Well, duh. That's kind of obvious, right? We're not gonna analyze the knife. We're gonna save our little effort points and what's over here?
Blood spatter indicates that the murderer must have held Elizabeth upright during the attack. Even if Elizabeth wasn't very big, I doubt she wouldn't have put up a struggle. It takes tremendous strength to overpower someone like that.
That's interesting. It almost makes me feel like it was a man, definitely, who did this to her.
Knocked over a bottle of wine. Same thing Elizabeth served me last night.
Oh,
Still
come
just
on.
disgusting. I don't know what's happened to this wine, but it's undrinkable.
I shouldn't have touched the bottle, guys. I shouldn't have touched the bottle. That damn bottle.
Clock stopped at 3:54. If it was smashed during the murder, then I've just established the time of the crime.
I'm starting to think I did this whole thing backwards, like ass backwards, guys. Like, I'm just now finding out the time of the murder, but I've literally went and questioned other people and asked them, you know, where they were during the time of the murder. And I'm just finding the time of the murder. So, yeah, I know you guys are going to clown me for that, but whoops, I can't really do anything about it. Oh, well.
Vials of laudanum. The label shows that this laudanum comes straight from America. I wonder if Washington's involved.
Oh, thank goodness, royal jelly. Royal jelly, it gives us like an extra effort point. Yeah, this room is a mess. Wow, this is, interesting. Interesting setup here.
A pentagram? What the hell's been going on here? Many esoteric rituals are based on this shape. Could Elizabeth have been sacrificed during an occult ritual? Contrary to what most people believe, the pentagram's not there to conjure up, I don't know what evil or demonic creature. With the point toward the top, the pentagram is an ancient symbol of protection against evil.
Okay, so we can pretty much see that this is most likely linked to some type of ritual. So we don't really need to waste the effort point to think logically about that.
Notebook, written in Elizabeth's handwriting. It is written in a mix of several languages. Not too easy to work out.
Shit, here they go. Giving us something else that we gotta use effort points for.
It looks like a mixture of medieval Latin and Anglo-Norman. It is difficult to make sense of this jerky writing. I can make out some passages, though. He's coming. The demon is upon me. He's coming back to kill me. There she is. Death has come to finish me off. I've just run into her son. That was her last entry. What tortured writing.
Oh my gosh, guys, I think that the writing was talking about our mother. That's freaking scary. Because our mom is missing. We don't know where she is, but there's some clues suggesting that she may have been present here during the murder. And Elizabeth Adams definitely kept telling us that you know, she was afraid of her because she felt like she was coming to kill her. I totally just did that. Look at me, hit the same buttons. I hate that, like, when you find a clue, they don't exactly unhighlight it so that you know you've already seen it. Because some of this shit looks exactly... What the fuck happened? Oh. Like, some of this shit looks exactly the same, so you feel like you looked at it already and you haven't.
Pistol? Fairly new, I'd say. And judging by the weight of it, fairly light.
I'm not really too much of a gun person. I'm more of a knife person. So I don't really know, like, what part of the gun I should be checking out to figure out more about. Well, she wasn't murdered with the gun, though. She was murdered with the knife. So why is this even here?
Extremely well maintained. The barrel is perfectly clean. It isn't loaded, and there's no traces of gunshot residue. I'd conclude that it hasn't been used recently. A tribute engraved on the barrel to the liberators of France. There's a few dried traces of blood on the grip. Difficult to know for sure how they got there. Right. I shall have to find its owner.
Oh gosh, now I know I'm gonna have to backtrack somewhat because I'm gonna have to figure out who owns this gun, and I've already went and talked to all these people, so it probably was one of their guns.
3rd of November, 1791.
I think I already opened that letter
August
before.
24, 17.
Yeah, that was from the last episode, those letters there. I think I may have found most clues here.
Has Sam finished with this room?
Do you know who could have made such a mess of this room?
Miss Adams, sir. We were given orders to leave the room as it was, so as not to rush her.
Did she have a fight with someone to get the room into this state?
Not that I know of, sir. Miss Adams would sometimes throw a tantrum, during which she would destroy anything that came to hand. Lord Mortimer told us not to enter the room.
Thanks for that information.
You are welcome, sir. Has Sir finished with his room?
Has Sir finished with his room?
I know enough.
Yes.
Thank you.
Very well, sir. Sir may return whenever need be. I shall guard the door.
Yes, we got a guard. Okay. Just kidding, that guy doesn't care about us. He only cares about just following Mortimer's commands. Alright, so we need to talk to some more people. Whose room is this? Who is this person? Oh man, taking a while to load there, making me nervous. Okay. Did we come here already, or maybe not? I really feel like I'm missing a clue. I feel like I need to go back in Elizabeth's room. Yes, we have royal jelly, guys. That's the good thing about this game. You can usually go back. So when it comes down to checking for clues, so
The Sorrows of Young Werther. There's a handwritten text signed by Volvorner on this first page. Dear Elizabeth, I know that this book is but a small token compared to the delightful moments you gave me, but I hope that this will nonetheless keep the memory alive. Your ever-obedient servant. So, Volner had a relationship with Elizabeth, but that's hardly surprising given his fondness for the occult.
Okay, so she had her little fling. Look at that eye on that table. What a sexy eye. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Oh, come on. I'm gonna be so mad if I waste an effort point to search this and there's nothing there but like something I don't need.
Golden elixir. A chest locked with a 4-letter code, surely a word close to the owner's heart.
Uh-oh. I don't like shit like this, guys. We had one of these earlier in the game and I was just guessing pure randomness. Well, that's not gonna make a word. That's interesting. This is bullshit. Oh my gosh. What the fuck am I smelling right now? This doesn't even make sense. I'm just guessing. I don't know what the... Oh. I did the same shit. I really can't, like... I don't know. What is this? Like... These aren't even words like that I have right now. I'm just trying to figure out what letter I can at least place like a couple of these letters where they're supposed to go, and I'll be able to fill in the rest. Like, oh, I hate stuff like this. This is the type of stuff that makes me rage. I'm fucked, guys. I don't know like what this is. I can't. It's so late at night or early in the morning, I should say. Like, I really don't know what the word is. Okay. That's not a word. Okay. So it's gonna be one of those nights. Alright, still don't have quite enough. Okay. Something close to his heart. Oh, you know what? I just came up with an idea. I might figure this out, guys. I just happen to randomly think of this. Yes, I did it. Yes. Oh my gosh. It was just a random thought. That is quite mysterious. I would have never.
The signs of the zodiac.
Yeah, that was irritating, guys. That was really irritating. I have to figure that out like that.
Fragment of amber.
Yes, amber.
The alchemist is an old man.
What made that so difficult is because they kind of just give you a bunch of jumbled up letters and they don't tell you exactly like a hint. It's just, you know, you gotta kind of play around with them until you get it right. What's there? Oh, okay. I have to remember these people are in their rooms. It's like spooking the hell out of me when I see them.
What can I do for you, Richet?
Monsieur, Lord Mortimer has appointed me to investigate the tragedy that befell us last night.
Oh, yes. It's horrible. Yes. How can I help, monsieur?
Where were you last night?
In my room. I read a few ancient manuscripts before going to bed. But I didn't stay up long. I was tired.
Thank you kindly. Excuse me for asking, but did you know Miss Adams?
Oh, she... not really, to tell the truth. No.
I found the Werther dedication, signed by your hand, monsieur. Would you like to change your version now?
Be careful, Richet. Don't push your luck. My relationship with Miss Adams was pure. It has nothing to do with you. Continue playing the detective as you see fit. But if I find the bastard who did that to Elizabeth, I will...
Yes! I would have preferred a simple response, but I see I have my answer now. Please, tell me a little more about the nature of your relationship.
That is a personal matter, monsieur.
Yes, that is true. So, tell me.
All right. It was passion. That's why we couldn't stay together. It scared her.
I get the impression that your romance was over. Am I right?
So? What does it matter to you? I would never have attacked her, if that's what you're insinuating.
Who put an end to the relationship? You or her?
It was her. It was her. But what does that matter? We both agreed.
I hate that we're running out of effort points. This sucks.
You loved her, didn't you?
No, I did not
business.
mean to hit that. I meant to back out of
So
that. I
on.
thought I had to highlight it.
Yes. I loved her, like a moth loves the flame of a candle. That's why we could never be together.
We finished. I'll have a look around and then take my leave.
Do whatever you have to do.
That really sucks that I wasted those effort points by accident. That was a total accident. I thought I had it highlighted to leave, but I didn't. I don't even know like how we're gonna get through the rest of this segment with no effort points. Like, please be oh no, you're not Royal Jelly, are you? No. I don't like this. Gonna try to figure this out, guys. When they spawn me back into the hole, I never know like which way to go because a lot of times these holes start to all look the same. You know what? Let me go back and holler at this guy. This guy may actually have been the one that owned the gun that we found.
Monsieur de Richet, please be quick. We are both very busy.
As any good soldier would, I imagine you own a firearm. May I see it?
Oh, well, if you really want to, here is my pistol. Don't worry, it is not loaded.
Do you have several of these?
In Corsica, oui, but not on me when I am traveling. Only a bandit would carry such an arsenal.
Thank you.
Well, have we finished, monsieur?
Exactly. Thanks again for all your answers. Good day.
Okay, so we wanted to question him about the pistol. We can't really do anything until we find more royal jelly. Cause like we need more effort points, guys. I never thought this would happen where we would run out of effort points like all the way. What the fuck? Oh, he looked like he was stuck.
There's just one holster in Bonaparte's gear, and the pistol is missing. On the other hand, his cleaning equipment is in mint condition. That's typical of the soldier in him.
Please give me some royal jelly somewhere. Or not. There has to be some royal jelly around here somewhere. My gosh. It almost makes me want to like go through all these rooms all over again until I find some. Anything? No. I'm kind of just like looking around just to see. Okay. Can't go in his room. Can't go in here.
President George Washington.
Wow, this is a nice setup here. Alright, George Washington. Got any royal jelly for me? Ah, golden elixir. Why the fuck not?
Map of Vermont.
Of course, more shit that I don't need. Instead of giving me what I need. Alright. There has to be some royal jelly in here. Guys, I'm on a quest for royal jelly. I need those effort points so I can ask more questions. That's kind of hindering our investigation right now, that I can't actually ask the questions I need because of me not having effort points.
I have a project to show you. It is time that the United States played a more important role on the world stage. I understand your reluctance of playing with fire. I know your new country is very young, but rest assured that I would do nothing to jeopardize what we have built together. I look forward to seeing you soon. Your friend, William.
It looks like a note between Emily and Washington about trade deals.
Ah, freaking awesome, right? Can't even really analyze that because I'm out of effort points. Hi! It's actually really early in the morning here right now. It's afternoon there where you are. Here it's like 6:36 in the morning. And I have not been asleep since yesterday. Let's see.
Portrait of George Washington.
I know, right? I never freaking sleep, and then I cry about it later. Oh my gosh, I don't believe it is royal jelly. We have been searching for royal jelly for so long. Yes, please give it to me. Okay. Oh, it only gave us 2 points. What are we supposed to do with 2 points? Still better than nothing. I hope we can come across some more. We'll see. Oh, it's 5:30 there? Okay, cool. See, I'm gonna be so pissed if I unlock this chest for 1 effort point and we only have 2. And then there's like nothing in here of interest to me. So I'm gonna leave it. Let's go talk to Washington.
Greetings, Liam.
Mr. President, you can guess why I'm here.
Of course.
Lord Mortimer has sent me to ask you a few questions about last night.
It's... How am I going to tell Elizabeth's father that she's dead?
I know, Mr. President. I shall endeavor to find out the truth about this tragedy. I must ask you to help me, though. Please.
Find the degenerate pig who did this, Louis.
Were you aware that Elizabeth took laudanum?
Yes. She came to ask me for some.
She had finished her reserve, I believe.
Did she tell you why she was so desperate to get some, Mr. President?
She said she had terrible migraines that wouldn't go away.
Interesting.
More likely for the voices she heard, not the migraines. Tell me, Mr. President, had you spoken to Elizabeth since your arrival? You know her father. You thought she was dead.
No, I didn't. And I believe I'll be taking my remorse with me to my grave. I wanted to, but I didn't know where to begin.
You can't blame yourself. You couldn't have known that her days were numbered. Do you know if she had any enemies, Mr. President?
Not that I know of. I heard about her altercation with Mr. Perry, but that case was closed, if I'm not mistaken. But if in doubt, I wouldn't leave any door unopened. And I'd go and question your fellow countrymen.
Don't worry, countryman or not, I'm not letting anybody slip through the cracks. Do you know why she came to the island?
To get help, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't that right?
Indeed. Sir Gregory suggested to her father that he introduce her to Lord Mortimer to see if he could help her.
Yes, Lord Mortimer has a talent for healing, apparently. I'm not surprised Sir Gregory advised her to come.
Agreed. I shan't keep you any longer, Mr. President.
Feel free, Louis. If there's anything I can do, just ask.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Okay, so I just actually noticed Sailor Christie's comment. I'm sorry, it was so delayed on my screen. So as far as what this game is about, it's called The Council, and pretty much we are a occult detective. Our mother goes missing on an island, and our job is to pretty much play detective to figure out what happened to her. We're pretty much born into an order, so we belong to a cult, and you know, it's pretty eerie. You know, it's a little, I mean, I won't say it's scary, but it's kind of some interesting rituals going on this island, and we're just trying to figure out exactly what led to our mother's disappearance. Inspector's journal. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't think I am, though. No, I don't think I am. Alright, so we went this direction. Let me make sure I'm not going the wrong way. I might still be going the wrong way, guys. I don't know. Whose room is this? Okay, yeah. I think I need to go the opposite way. Alright, so we're back in Elizabeth Adams' room. Okay, so to update everyone who's just now joining, Elizabeth Adams is one of the guests who were staying in the manor that we are currently searching for our mother. She was stabbed 9 times, and we're actually investigating her death as well, because we're trying to figure out if her death may be linked to our mother's disappearance. We've actually already been in this room and checked for clues, but something just kind of led me back here. I just feel like I may have missed something or overlooked something, so... I just want to double check everything.
A novel of the initiation of a young woman into polite society.
There we go. We did actually miss something. Now it's obvious.
Piece of fabric. High quality at that. I'd say it's silk. Going by the texture and the gray hue, it must come from a dress, that kind that women of quality wear.
I don't wanna, but I got to. I kinda got to.
Color doesn't correspond to Emily's black outfits, and Elizabeth doesn't have anything quite like this in her wardrobe. Let's take a closer look. It's a little dirty. It must come from the bottom of the dress where it touches the ground. I recognize that moire pattern. It's the same as the travel dress my mother was wearing when she left. But why the hell did she come into this room?
Okay, so it looks like our mother may have actually been here during the murder, like I thought was possible. But the guests are saying that they feel like a man did this murder, so I'm trying to find any hardcore evidence that would suggest it being a man and what man it would be. I'm not really coming across like too many things that kind of show me who it is, but she did have some type of altercation with the guy before.
I'll retrieve it later.
And we already went into his room and he was a total jackass. And I don't want to have to see him again, but if I have to, I will. Okay. Oh, that's my room. Look at me going to my room. Like, am I gonna investigate myself? I don't think so. But then again, I don't know. Maybe I should, because given my background in this family, it looks like we're part of some little occult stuff, so it wouldn't surprise me. Let's go back and talk to Duchess really quick.
What can I do for you, Louis?
We found the murder weapon.
What is it?
A dagger, quite slim.
Have you found its owner?
Not yet. Still searching as it happens. That said, since the blade penetrated the body several times, the murderer's hand will have been covered in blood.
You think that's a clue?
The handprint was a very slender hand, Emily. Probably that of a woman.
Do you realize what that means? There are only 3 of us on the island. Bearing in mind that neither my sister nor myself had any reason to set upon the young lady, that means...
I know, Emily. I know.
Keep up your courage, Louis. I'm sure there's an explanation. You're bound to shed some light on it all.
If what you say is true, Emily, I'm less and less enthusiastic about shedding any light on the subject. I found a torn piece of dress in Miss Adams' room. Gray silk.
Where's it from?
That's what I'm trying to find out. The color doesn't match any of Elizabeth's dresses, but I might not have found all of her clothes yet.
Good Lord, Louis, do you realize what this means? If this piece of dress isn't from Elizabeth, then it's... I don't have any grey silk dresses, Louis. Neither does my sister, since we wear the same clothes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to check with you.
I'm so sorry, Louis.
Thank you.
Are you all right? You know, I'm sure there's a good reason why your mother was at the scene.
Thank you, Emily. I won't keep you, Emily. Thank you for answering my questions.
See you, Louis.
This pretty much validates that our mother was present like we thought. Let me just search her room, Duchess' room, just to make sure she doesn't have like any royal jelly, because that's what we need right now.
A devil's thorn, to be used to uncover the best disguised traits.
I really thought that was going to be royal jelly, and it's more devil's thorn. We don't even need that. Oh my gosh, I ruined it. This sucks. It's interesting because like it's still saying to investigate her death, so it almost kind of seems as if like there's somebody we haven't talked to, or there's something we were meant to find that we still haven't found yet to kind of like allow us to move forward. We may be able to move forward with the evidence we have so far, but no, why? Why do they keep wanting to give me Devil's Thorn? That's like the one thing I don't need. Let's see. Hopefully there'll be more royal jelly somewhere. I must admit, guys, this episode is a lot harder than the first one. The first one, you know, I kind of breezed through it. But this one, it requires a lot more you know, like investigating in general. Have to kind of be on your game. A game. Let me just check in here if there's anything left. Any royal jelly. Oh my gosh, if I see Devil's Thorn one more time, oh my goodness, that's the only thing we're able to pick up. There must be something very crazy that's gonna happen in the next episode. There has to be a reason why we're finding Devil's Thorn everywhere. Alright, so I'm going to attempt to see if we can just go and talk to Mortimer. I'm kind of tired of like running around in people's rooms snooping. Let's see if we found enough clues to kind of suggest something. Wow, it's taking so long to load now. What have I gotten myself into? It is getting real. How's everybody's morning or afternoon going so far? I hope it's going awesome for you guys. Come on, Mortimer, give me some royal jelly. What you got up in here? Nothing of interest? Just books, books, and more books? I gotcha. You must be a smart man. A very smart man. Alright, let's see. Nothing? Or... what's that? Oh, thank God. Royal jelly. Yes. Yeah, we've... oh, really? We've barely been able to get through this little part of the episode because we keep running out of effort points, guys. Wow. Whoa.
The nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781. I've come to speak about the findings of the investigation, my lord.
I'm listening, Louis.
I'm sorry, my lord, but I don't have any evidence conclusive enough to allow me to name the culprit with certitude.
Really? I see. Well, that's your decision, Louis, and I accept it. Given the distinguished guests and the sensitive political issues involved at the conference, I trust you'll leave me to conclude the case in my own way. Right. It's time we spoke about your mother, Louis.
I think she's in hiding. I don't really think Mom is missing anymore. Based on the clues we found the survival pack, like you know, a purse or something, or a bag that had like a bunch of items in it, like food and stuff. And you know, we're seeing traces of like clothing and fabric that belong to her. She's definitely somewhere around here, and she's just hiding out.
She seems to be making every effort to steer clear of your guests.
What do you mean?
For the past few weeks, my mother's been playing cat and mouse, if you will. I don't know why, but it wouldn't surprise me to learn that she's trying to avoid someone. The question is, who?
And in your opinion, would she be the cat or the mouse?
I'd like to answer the cat, but unfortunately I'm increasingly worried that she's in fact the mouse.
That doesn't make me feel any better, Louis.
What was the official reason why my mother came to your island?
I knew about your mother's activities, and yours, in the Golden Order. I thought we had everything to gain by working together.
You mean the canon deal with Monsieur Bonaparte?
Among others, yes. How did you hear about that?
Monsieur Bonaparte came to speak to me about it yesterday, during lunch.
I see. So impetuous. He was supposed to let me speak to you about it first. Our friend Napoleon desperately needed financial backing to properly equip his army. I took it upon myself to back him because I have a firm conviction that he can go far.
We shall see. However, there's one thing that surprises me. Did my mother intend to finance a war? I'm not sure that I follow.
No, your mother's aim was not so much to partake in a war, but rather to make Monsieur Bonaparte accountable. France is in turmoil, and having support of a military man can often come in handy, Louis. You'll see. Once this deal was closed, I had big plans for Sarah.
Such as what?
You see, I've invited several influential figures on my island to present them with a project at the conference. It will be presented later today. I thought that the Golden Order had a role to play, and I still think so. I was hoping Sarah would be able to join us.
I see.
Indeed, if by chance your mother decided not to return to us before the conference, would you do me the great honor of attending? If only to follow the deliberations while waiting for her to duly take her seat.
Why not? We shall see.
Ah, thank you so much. In this way, you'll be able to keep your mother informed of what is said. There's something else I'd like to briefly go over. Earlier, you asked me the official reason for your mother's presence here. Is there an off-the-record reason why your mother came here?
She was looking for someone.
What do you mean?
In Paris, we were working on a smuggling case to do with occult objects. We had just arrested a dealer who intended to go to you to meet a buyer. My mother was here to find out to whom he intended to sell his stolen treasure.
Oh. What was the name of your dealer?
The dealer was called Von Burchard. As for the buyer, he was unknown to us.
No, I don't know anything about that. There's something I still don't get. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
This is a good question. I mean, you know, if you're part of a cult and you also kind of snoop around and try to find valuables and act as somewhat of a detective or investigator, then you could definitely be wary of someone, or you may have discovered something that you don't want anyone else to find.
Maybe she found something out.
What do you mean?
My mother has a gift for investigating. If she had picked up a lead, nothing would have stopped her.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. At the beginning of her stay here, we enjoyed spending time together, solving the world's problems.
You seem to know my mother very well, my lord. What did you talk about together?
Oh, as soon as we had a little free time, we liked to share points of view about practically any subject. We would find ourselves embarked on interminable discussions that could go from Monsieur Blanchard's flight in a hot air balloon to the Treaty of Jassy, or the adoption of the metric system in France last year, or even Mr. Eli Whitney's invention in the United States.
Ah, yes. His famous cotton gin. It was supposed to revolutionize cotton production in the United States.
It will revolutionize the world, Louis. The potential of this invention is much greater. Tomorrow, all industries will be switching to simple but large-scale production. Of that, I'm sure.
I'm surprised she didn't get you started on the Crusades. It was her favorite subject.
Are you joking? Sarah and I spent entire days together reliving them. It so happens that the Crusades are also my subject of predilection, especially the third. My ancestor distinguished himself brilliantly during the siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
Mother lulled my childhood with tales of the Crusades. How Richard the Lionheart and Philip Augustus...
I have no idea what this has to do with anything, guys. I feel like this guy is just talking pure randomness.
The siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
Oh, I see Sarah's lessons have inspired new enthusiasts. Good on you, because not everyone can claim they know as much at your age. Your mother is a very well-read woman. You're quite lucky to have her as a model, Louis.
Yes, I know, but I'm still very worried.
I must admit, there are worse things to worry about now, Louis.
What do you mean?
Since she disappeared, your mother has been seen once. Her behavior on the evening of your arrival greatly surprised Gregory and myself. She resurfaced to attack Emma, Emily Hillsborough's twin sister. And she shot her with a pistol.
Oh my
then,
goodness.
Before Gregory could intervene, she ran off and disappeared again.
I beg your pardon? Hang on. That means my vision on the wharf, it was actually happening inside the manor. Mother shot Emily's sister? The very person she came looking for. Why would she do that? Excuse me, but between that and the childhood of Lady Adams, it's all a bit much for me to cope with. I need to piece it all together again to see things more clearly. You said that you spent a lot of time talking together at the beginning. What happened for that to change?
I'm afraid I haven't much to tell you. The more the days went by, the more she withdrew into herself. She never gave the day came when she purely and simply disappeared.
Where did she go when she wanted to be alone?
She would shut herself away in a room we use as a box room upstairs.
Would you allow me to go there?
Naturally, Louis, of course. I'll send you a servant to open it.
Thank you.
That's all I can tell you about the disappearance of your mother, Louis. I would like to have been more helpful.
I shall stay on her trail and follow up any leads.
Thank you. We will meet later on to welcome our last guest. In the meantime, I shall get someone to open the box room upstairs for you.
Thank you.
All right.
The room is just opposite Mortimer's study.
Okay, guys. So now I feel like we actually are getting somewhere. I think I'm gonna actually stop right here because I want to do part 2 to this video. It is gonna be a little lengthy, and we're already kind of like at an hour and 36 minutes. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just break this in half and come back with a second part to this video so that I can do some more gameplay. I am getting a little tired, guys, and I don't want that to reflect on my gameplay. And my dog is barking now. My dog is going ham, guys. So yeah, that's my cue. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all of your love and support, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next anything. Feel free to hit me up, like, follow, and subscribe. And once again, it has been real, Game Goddess, and today we have played the Council. See you guys soon. Bye.